To all the real ones out there in Steelers Nation, welcome into the Steelers Talk live show. My name is Jack Sperry, your host, and on today's show, we got a great slate of Steelers news and rumors to cover for you guys here, just days away from the first preseason action of the 2023 season when the Steelers play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this Friday night. And on today's show, we're going to be covering the latest Steelers news and rumors from Latrobe. I got my takeaways from today's practice I'm going to be breaking down with y'all here in just a second. Then also I got 6 position battles that I want you guys to keep your eye on Friday night when we play the Bucks. And then, of course, we got the weekly Steelers Talk Live mailbag coming up for you here in just a second. If you want to get a question on that mailbag and get on today's show, make sure you use hashtag Steelers along with your question or super chat with your question to get that question on today's show and skip the line. And back from vacation, I got my partner in crime back with me this week. Jeremy Chugs is back. Let's go. Get those chugs in the chat.
Here we go, Steelers.
Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go.
Here we go, Steelers. Here we go.
Chugs, it's great to have you back, man. How you doing? How was your vacation?
It was great. It was great. Had a great time in sunny Seaside, Florida, and just able to relax a little bit, get under the sun.
That's great, man. That's great to hear. So this weekend, you're not going to be with us for our live watch party when the Steelers play the Buccaneers, but let me know what you think about that game. Do you think the Steelers are going to come out on top in this one?
I think so.
I think so, too.
I think so. I'm really excited to see all the young players. I'm really excited for football.
Me too, man. Football is back, baby. It is back. And I'm looking
Football's
at
so back.
And Mike Tomlin did announce that, of course, the Steelers usually play all of their healthy starters for these preseason games. Woo. We're going to see a lot of really good players, at least for the first couple of drives on Friday night. So it should be really fun. We might even get a Kendrick Green fullback kind of action on Friday. I'm super excited to see what the big man can do.
You were saying rumors are he might get a carry.
He might get a carry, and he might get a touchdown. If it's like third and goal at like the 2-yard line, I say bring in the fridge, man. Bring in the fridge. Let's get this done.
Hey,
for Steelers Nation.
And I want it to be just like whenever I was hitting puberty. I want to see all pits in the comment section right now. PITs, give me those pits in the comment section because we all know.
We all know who's going to win Friday night. We all know who's going to win Friday.
The Steelers are taking this game. Let's go. Get those pits in the comment section. Let's
go. I see Brian Love's in the chat. What's up, Brian? We got Mo Love. We got Cassie. We got Damian Roy. We got Elliptic 6. We got Dominic. We've got Weo the Wave. We got Chris C in there. We got DJ Clip 23. We got William Fowler. We got Matt Hyde. We got Mike G. We got Alex Mannerful. We got Christopher Smith. All of the real ones showing up today. I love it, man. We got a great show lined up for you. If you haven't subscribed to Steelers Talk yet, we're going to be going live for every single Steelers regular season game and then for 2 of the Steelers preseason games, including the one on Friday. So make sure you click that subscribe button because we're going to be going live Friday night. Going to be covering that game for you guys, so make sure you click that subscribe button for me right now. And, on Friday, we're going to be doing a couple of giveaways, all right? So we got a very exciting slate of stuff to give away. And we got 2 items for you guys, and I have a special promotion for the real ones that showed up to today's Steelers Talk live show, because on Friday, there's going to be a lot more people in the chat. I wanted to give a special promotion to the real ones that show up every single week on Wednesdays, and that's going to be that we're going to do a double trouble promotion today. Now, Jack, what do you mean by double trouble? I mean that we're going to be doing a raffle and we're going to be doing a Super Chat MVP giveaway on Friday, where the person with the most Super Chats on Friday is going to win this awesome Steelers fan cave sign right here. I got it right here. Person with the most Super Chats on Friday is going to win that. Every dollar you spend on today's show will be worth double that amount that it will be worth on Friday. Okay, so if you want to win this sign, get those Super Chats in today, man. And then also, we got this awesome Yinzer Palooza t-shirt that I got at the Pirates game when I went to Pittsburgh. And this is a limited edition. They only had these for the weekend that I was there. It's a really, really cool t-shirt, man. So we're going to be raffling that off, and you're going to be getting double the amount of tickets that you would get on Friday. So a $5 super chat, you get 2 tickets to win that t-shirt. $10, you're going to get 10 tickets. $20, you're going to get 20 tickets. And if you spend $100 total today, you join Steelers Talk Gold Club, and you get 3 additional tickets along with the tickets you've already paid for if you join Steelers Talk Gold Club. Want to give a little bit of a shout out to all the members of Gold Club that are in the chat right now. Austin Tardif, Mo Love, Brian Love, Anthony Fuller, Nathan Glass, James Lombardo, DJ V, Patty Gustafson, Elliptic 6, and Alexander Watson. Thank you so much for being a part of Steelers Talk Gold Club. And this is what you get when you spend $100 total on just one Steelers Talk live stream. Lifetime membership. You get a Super Chat sticker every time that you Super Chat. Every time that we put one of your comments on the show, you're going to have a sticker telling everybody that watches that you are a part of the Steelers Talk Gold Club. I'll give you a follow back on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it, on Facebook, on Instagram, whatever, on social media. We can talk Steelers. And then also you get 3 free raffle tickets for every single raffle that we have on the channel forever. We're going to be doing a ton of raffles this year during our live watch parties during the regular season this year. So if you spend $100 on just one Steelers Talk live stream, you're going to be entered to win a whole bunch of stuff absolutely for free. So that's absolutely a great deal in my opinion. You get to join the lifetime membership, a brotherhood of 10 individuals right now that are currently a part of Gold Club. Really do appreciate all the support of the Gold Club members. Now let's talk a little bit more.
Elliptic 6, he said, I didn't get my follow on Facebook yet, Chugs. Let me know.
Come on, Chugs.
Hey, let me know.
What are we doing, man?
I haven't seen an Elliptic 6 on my Facebook.
All right, man. Let's talk a little bit about the Bucs game this weekend. Predict the score for me, Chugs. What do you think it's going to be?
With preseason, it's always weird.
It's always weird.
It's always weird.
Yep.
I'm going 18-13 Steelers.
18? That's a weird number, man.
Yeah, I was just thinking of a random score that is just weird.
I don't know how many times I've seen an 18 on an NFL score, but
weird things
I guess how
about this? 29 to 19.
I mean, it's your score, man. I don't care what it is. I'm gonna go 23-20. I'm gonna go 23-20. Steelers win. I think it's gonna be relatively close. These preseason games usually are. It's not going to be that much of a high-stakes thing. It's a preseason game, but I think we're going to see some good things from Kenny Pickett. All the starters are going to be playing at least a little bit in this one, all the healthy ones, that is. And I think it's going to be around 23-3. I guess we'll have to see where that ends up going.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
And I think these preseason games go one of two ways. It's either a defensive battle where the defenses are kind of showing out, or the offense is kind of a high-flying.
Yeah.
And it's luck of the draw.
It really is, man. I do want to note with the Super Chat stuff today, not only are we going to be doing the Double Trouble stuff with the Friday giveaway stuff, but we're also going to do $10. Here we go, Steelers chants. $20 Bean-Boozled for either me or Chugs, and then $50 Super Chats, Tortilla Slaps.
$5 for Here We Go Steelers.
Oh, yeah, it is $5 for Here We Go Steelers. I was trying to fleece you guys a little bit there. All right, so coming up on today's show, we got the mailbag coming up. Make sure to get your questions for today's show. If you want to get on the show, use hashtag Steelers or Super Chat along with your question. And then also on today's show, in just a second, we're going to be getting into the latest Steelers news and rumors coming out of Steelers training camp. I also got 6 position battles that you need to be watching out for during the game this weekend against the Buccaneers. And then we've got the Steelers Talk Live mailbag that we just talked about. Make sure you use hashtag Steelers if you're new here, or Super Chat to get on today's show. And now we're about to get into our first segment here, Chugs.
Woo!
Someone's pumped up, man. Someone's excited. He's got his vacation shirt still on.
Grade the shirt. Do you like it?
Dude, grade the shirt in the comments section for me, man. I'm giving it an A+.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I love that shirt, man. It just gives me a real Chugs vibe for me.
Hey.
For real, man.
I was feeling it. I'm a little tanner. I thought, hey, having a good day today. maybe come in with the little with the vacation show.
Yeah, I love it, man. So
I'm about to go back on vacation.
yeah, that's right. He's going to Vegas to go watch Adele with his fiance this weekend. Is that correct? All right, man. Let's go ahead and like today's video. We got 48 people in the chat right now. Go ahead and click that like button for me right now. Let's get to 30 likes. If we can get to 30 likes here, we'll start today's show. Right now we're at 21. Who's going to be the one that gets us over the top? Come on. Let's go. Let's get this thing going.
Dominic, appreciate it. It's straight heat, and it's breathable.
It is straight heat.
It feels very nice.
We got 23 likes. Come on now. Got 2 more likes. We need 2 more likes, and we'll start the show. Come on. Who's going to be that 30th like?
Come on now.
Come on now.
Hey, and don't forget, just like GM Evan Henders, get your Steelers questions in using hashtag Steelers throughout the show. I'll be putting them in our mailbag later on.
All right, man. We've got our 30th like, and we got a $10 super chat to get us going from Brian Love, Steelers Talk Gold Club member.
Let's go.
With a $10 super chat. Let's see what Brian has to say here before we get things going. He says, welcome back, Chugs. Can't wait for Friday's game. How comfortable are we feeling with the safety room? Now, you know what? I'm actually going to answer this question, Brian, at the top of the Steelers Talk mailbag today. Really do appreciate the $10 and your question. And, of course, that was an over $5 super chat. You know what that means, Mr. Chugs. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. All right, man. Getting the party started. Brian Love, appreciate it, my man. All right, let's get into this Steelers news and rumors segment coming at you right now. The Steelers are playing their starters this weekend versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Patrick Peterson names his camp standouts to this point in Steelers training camp. And I've got some takeaways from Wednesday's practice leading up to this game here on Friday to kick off the Steelers preseason. And speaking of that game, we're going to be doing a live watch party on Friday. Make sure you are there by clicking that subscribe button and turning on your notifications. We are going to be covering all 3 preseason games and all 17 regular season games here for you on the channel. If you guys want a place to come kick it with your fellow Yinzers this season, this is going to be the place for you. So do me a favor, click that subscribe button right now. And now let's talk about Mike Tomlin and the Pittsburgh Steelers, where Mike Tomlin, of course, this is the way he's always done it. He announces that all the healthy starters on the Steelers roster will play this Friday night in Tampa Bay when the Steelers play the Buccaneers. And, I think that it definitely begs the question, right? There's some teams that have differing opinions on this question of whether or not to play established starters in your preseason games. There's teams like the Rams. There's other teams throughout the NFL that just don't play guys that are established guys that you really need on the field in the regular season. But the Steelers, with Mike Tomlin, a little bit more old school, wants to play his starters so that they don't have as much rust heading into the season. And there's definitely positives and negatives to playing your starters in the preseasons. Starting with playing them here, the positive there is that it reduces the rust factor. They get some live game reps. They get those live bullets in so that when week 1 comes around, there's no rust to be talking about there. They're ready to go. But the negative, of course, is the risk to injury for these key players. If a TJ Watt or a Kenny Pickett or a George Pickens ends up getting hurt, that could be a major, major hole in the season, and that could be a huge detriment in the long run. And personally, man, I think that when you look at something like this, when it comes to playing starters, you can definitely see the positives and the negatives. I think you can pretty much reverse it when you talk about not playing starters, right? There's always a cost and a benefit to every single decision you make. The positive to sitting the starters is that you keep them healthy, right? They're going to be ready for week 1. You don't really have to worry about that aspect of the equation. But the negative is you're going to have people that are rusty. They're going to have people that just haven't had those live reps. Now, because these are established starters, you don't really have to worry about them all that much. But personally, man, I really like Mike T's approach to this problem. I think he really holds players accountable. And he's like, you know what? We're going to be ready to go week one. We're going to be ready to smash somebody in the mouth. And personally, man, when I look at this situation, I think that Mike Tomlin does a really good job at keeping players ready to go for the start of the season. I think that when week one comes around, the Steelers are going to be ready, whereas other teams might have some rust to kick off. Now, what say you guys? Let me know down there in the comment section. Should key starters play in the preseason for the Pittsburgh Steelers? Give me a yes or give me a no, and let me know why down there in the comment section. This can be the pinned comment on today's show. So whenever YouTube throws an ad break your way here, it's going to happen in just a couple of seconds. Take advantage of that time by giving me a yes or a no down there in the comment section. Now, if you want more Steelers content from me on Twitter, you can find my Steelers-specific Twitter page or X page, whatever you want to call it. On Twitter right now, I'm at Sperry_Jens. I put my takeaways for every single Steelers practice, all these different things. I put a bunch of Steelers content on there, so make sure to do that. And of course, still to come, I'm going to be breaking down Patrick Peterson's camp standouts to this point. He named 2 guys that have really been impressing him so far, so make sure you stick around for that. And now let's talk about Pro Football Focus that ranked the Pittsburgh Steelers offensive line 12th in the National Football League heading into the 2023 season. And, you know, when you look at this unit, it hasn't really changed all that much from last season. You still got Dan Moore, you still got Mason Cole, James Daniels, and Chukwuma Okorafor in there as your starters. But the big piece there is that you're adding Isaac Seumalo to be the left guard this season, and you're bringing in rookie Broderick Jones to be the eventual starter at the left tackle position. And I would agree with where Pro Football Focus has this offensive line right now. I like the cohesion. I like the additions that they made in the offseason. I think in the long run here, this is going to be a really, really good offensive line, which is a godsend for Steelers fans everywhere because we know over the last couple of years, the offensive line play has been brutal. And with bad offensive line play, it's really tough to be a good football team that competes for championships. I think Omar Khan made an excellent step this year by adding Isaac Seumalo and Broderick Jones. And I think this is going to be a really, really effective unit for the black and gold here in 2023. And I cannot wait to see if Kenny Pickett can really thrive behind this offensive line. And then also, speaking of lists here, the NFL 100 was released. It was completed the other day. And there was 3 Steelers players that were listed on the top 100. It's supposedly made by NFL players and coaches and executives. And right now they rank Minkah Fitzpatrick, the free safety, the 18th best player in the world. You got TJ Watt there at number 27. And then the defensive tackle, Cameron Hayward, is there at number 45. I think TJ Watt is ranked a little bit too low, in my opinion. I think he needs to be at least in the top 15, just given the value that he brings to the field day in and day out when he's healthy. So I think that's a little bit low. I think Minkah's about right. Cam is probably about right as well. But let me know who you think is the best player on the Steelers roster right now by getting in the comment section. Give me an MF if you think Minkah Fitzpatrick is the best. If you think Cam's the best, give me a CH. If you think it's Watt, give me a TJ. If you think it's somebody else, tell me who you think is the best player on the Steelers roster right now down there in the comments. And now I think that so now you're watching Steelers talk. We've got some takeaways from practice coming up here in just a little bit on today's show. But first, I want to talk about Patrick Peterson's camp standouts that he listed the other day here, where he has Calvin Austin III being somebody that really, really is impressing him right now with the speed factor. The ability to win over the top has really impressed Patrick Peterson to this point in camp. Of course, last year did not play for the Steelers. He was out for the season with that major foot injury, but now he is back and he is lighting up Steelers practice. Now, I think he's going to be more of a rotational piece. I think he's going to be coming in those 4 wide receiver sets, clear passing situations. He doesn't provide much value to you as a run blocker, but man, get this guy in open space. He's going to make stuff happen, and he can win down the football field. I'm really excited to see what Calvin Austin III is going to do this year. And then Patrick Peterson, a little bit of a surprise here. He listed Luke Barkoo as another breakout candidate here, another camp standout from his point of view. And I would agree with this. Luke is somebody that is definitely making waves at Steelers training camp right now. He is a little bit lower on the cornerback depth chart, but right now he's not even on our graphic. He is listed so low. But I'm looking at a guy like Madre Harper, somebody that's probably going to be attempting to step up in the aftermath of the Corey Trice Jr. season-ending knee injury. And I look at a guy like Luke Barkoo as somebody that could absolutely rise up the ranks, and that's definitely going to be a position battle that I'm looking out for here. Who's going to be that last cornerback on the Steelers depth chart for the 2023 season? Will Madre Harper live up to the hype here, live up to the expectation of taking over for Corey Trice Jr., or could a guy like Luke Barkoo coming in from the XFL kind of ascend up the depth chart here in the preseason and show us what he's all about? Now, coming up here, I got my practice takeaways from Wednesday's practice in Latrobe. But before I go over those, I got 5 of them for you. Let's go ahead and talk about our friends at Fanatics, where they've got an awesome Steelers t-shirt combo for you guys to take advantage of. Go to chatsports.com/Steelers combo. That's our link. If you use that link, Fanatics will know that we sent you, and you guys can support the channel. Really like that black short sleeve with the Steelers helmet, and the long sleeve white t-shirt I think is really good as well. So if you need some game day shirts for the Pittsburgh Steelers this year, you know where to go. Go to chatsports.com/Steelers combo today. And now let's talk about the takeaways that I have from Wednesday's practice. And I've got 5 of them for you guys. So let's just rattle them off one by one here so you guys know what I'm talking about here. Number 1 for me is going to be TJ Watt. The Dominator himself absolutely dominated Steelers practice today, man. Like, there was one moment today where Mike Tomlin literally had to interject himself in the drill and say, can somebody please block TJ? Because he is just wrecking everything. And this is exactly what you want to see from your star edge rusher. This is exactly what I'm talking about when I say TJ Watt is one of the best, if not the best edge rusher in the National Football League. And that was on full display in Latrobe this afternoon. Then you get to Matt Canada's offense, and something that's definitely intriguing to me and something that's very optimistic from my point of view is that they're doing more 12 and 13 personnel this year. They've really been ramping up the bigger sets, the 12 and 13 personnel, which means 2 tight ends, 3 tight ends on the field at the same time. That's exactly what I want to see from Matt Canada, because this tight end room is absolutely stacked, and I think you got to take advantage of that if you're the offensive play caller. Then let's go to the rookie here, Joey Porter Jr., who sat out the team period today. He's had a couple bumps and bruises throughout training camp. He's limped off a couple of times. Now, I don't think it's anything serious. He was a limited participant in practice today, but him sitting out of team period is definitely something to keep your eye on, especially with the game coming up here this Friday. And then the person that replaced him in the team drills with the ones today, James Pierre, really stepped up. He looked really good. He had a couple of really nice pass deflections, and he overall looked like somebody that could absolutely be that high-end backup corner that you're looking for in the National Football League. We saw it last year when Pierre had some really nice games coming in relief when the Steelers' secondary was pretty banged up last season, and he really showed out. I think this year he's doing the same thing. With James Pierre, he's not going to be a superstar-level corner, but he's somebody that's going to get the job done for you, and that's what I really like about him, is that he's a very, very solid backup that you can trust on the field. And then Chandon Sullivan, someone that's been having a pretty quiet camp to this point, had his best day of camp so far. Multiple pass deflections, looked really sticky in man coverage from the slot. Right now, he is listed as the number 1 slot corner on the Steelers depth chart, and he definitely looked the part today. Elijah Riley was kind of the one making the splash plays in the slot before. Today, it was Sullivan's turn, so I guess we'll see how that position battle works out here for the rest of camp. Now, that'll be it for today's show, guys. Really do appreciate all the support. Make sure you click that subscribe button to become an expert on the 2023 Pittsburgh Steelers. We're going to be covering every game live for you here on the channel. We've got our daily content here on Steelers Talk as well. So if you want to become an expert on everything that there is to know about the black and gold this year, this is going to be the place for you. So do me a favor, click that subscribe button right now. All right, first segment in the books, Mr. Chugs. I see we got a super chat from my man Elliptic 6.
Let's go.
So coming up here, we do have our mailbag. So if you haven't gotten your question in, you still want to get that question in there, make sure you use hashtag Steelers or super chat to get on today's show. And a $10 super chat from Elliptic 6 here. He says, will Mike Tomlin get another contract, or does the front office go another direction?
Oh, I don't
and
see
this is a great question, Elliptic 6, and I'm going to answer it during today's mailbag. Appreciate the $10 super chat, my friend. And you know what that means, Chugs. It's over $5, so here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Woo! I love it, man. All right, so let's talk a little bit, Chugs, before we get into today's mailbag. Get your questions in right now. Should key starting players in the National Football League play in preseason games? What is your opinion?
Yes. Last 2 games, not in the first game.
Not in the first game.
Last 2 games, first, I guess, second game, first quarter, last game, half.
Okay, that's not a bad.
That's how I would do it.
Yeah, that's not terrible.
You need to meet somewhere in the middle, because I don't think playing them like
because Tomlin's he's planning on playing them throughout the preseason. Yeah. They're playing this weekend. They're playing next week.
The only, I guess, exceptions for that rule is if you have veterans like Cam Hayward or guys who are like older.
Yeah.
Who are like, we need to really reserve all the snaps we can for this guy.
Yeah, Cam, man. Cam's still starting to get up there in age, but I still think he's in great shape. But
I think Rad Swag has it right. Like, if you're above 27, maybe give you a little bit more of a cushion. Maybe even above 30, you know, like hey, you've been in the league, you know what's up.
Yeah, and Elliptic 6 makes a really good point here too, where it's like just one series. Like, you don't really need to play them even like a whole half. Like, put them in for a series, take them out, and then as the preseason goes on, maybe, you get a quarter in there. But especially if you're a TJ Watt or a Cam Hayward, right? Somebody that's a real established veteran, you really don't need to be playing that much. Just play enough to get the rust off, get those live reps in there and really get a feel for live game action. But, I mean, injuries are a real thing. We saw that with TJ Watt getting hurt so early last year.
Yeah.
Like, these things happen, and you don't want it to happen in the preseason. So I disagree with, like, the Sean McVays of the world that don't play any of their starters the entire preseason, because you just don't get off to the start that you want in the regular season. So we got a $5 super chat from Mr. Dominic Schrader, a real one of Steelers Talk. What's good, Dominic? Says, while being at training camp, 2 wide receivers really stood out. Cody White and Hakeem Butler. I want Butler to succeed, but he just can't catch. White, though, is looking good. And he's absolutely right there, Jeremy. Cody White is impressing right now, especially with the second-team offense.
Whenever you went out, what's one name that's, really stood out
So
to
the
you?
day that I went, it was Hakeem Butler. Because that day was one of his best days in camp. He made multiple, big catches. He literally ripped an interception out of Luke Barku's hands, which was really cool. But throughout camp, Cody White's been really impressive. He was a practice squad guy last year, just had 1 catch in the regular season. And I think that this year he's really impressing. He's going to have to compete with Miles Boykin and Hakeem Butler for maybe just those last 2 or 3 spots. One of those guys is probably going to have to get cut, and it might be Cody. But, man, he's been super impressive, and if he ends up having to be on practice squad and somebody else takes him, I'd be pretty darn upset. And then we got a $20 super chat from Mo Love. And he says, going to the game Friday, hoping for a win. Mo Love, enjoy yourself, man. Represent Steelers Talk Nation. You're going to be doing it well, man.
That's
$20, that's a bean. So, Mo Love, do you want me or Jeremy to do the bean? You got to let us know down in the chat, man.
He inferred that it was you.
No, he did not. Every time that you say that, they end up saying it's you.
No.
So I don't know why you think it's in your interest to be like, they said you.
If you're reading between the lines.
What lines? Yes! Mo Love. You're awesome, man. Let's go, Jeremy. I'm going to toss you one right now. All right, we got liver and onions for you, Mr. Mo Love.
Come on, Mo.
Ready? All right. Liver and onions. Let's go. Woo. Thank you, Mo Love. Appreciate you, my man. Was it bad? Let's go. Yes. You good, Jeremy? Are you good, man? Yep. Again, $50 for Tortilla Slaps. I know my man Brian Love is out there. I know he loves him some Tortilla Slaps. And I'll just remind Steelers Nation right now that Jeremy said Brock Purdy was better than Kenny Pickett 2 weeks ago. So I'm just going to throw that back out there in case somebody wants me to slap him. And we got Just Webb's World coming in with a $5 super chat. What's up, Just Webb's World? With a $5 super chat. And he says, JPJ did dirty by my man Pickens. Should we be concerned about JPJ or happy for Pickens? Also be critical. Bengals this year, Chase versus JPJ. Who you got? So it's a loaded question there, Just Webb's World. I'm going to answer this one on the mailbag here.
I think we have enough questions.
We have enough questions already, my man?
I think so.
All right, but Jeremy, that was a $5 super chat, so we got to whip out the towel here. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Woo! Appreciate the support, Just Webb's World.
Elliptic 6 wants to know, where did you get your cup?
Where did you get my cup? I got this at the Steelers Pro Shop at Acrisure Stadium when I got my tour, and I love it. My new favorite cup. I walk in and Matthew Peterson, our Browns host, just frowns at me. And I'm like, this is the best. I love it.
Damn straight.
Damn straight, man. All right, so Jeremy says we have enough questions. Brian, $50. Brian Love, $50 for slaps today.
Or you can slap Sperry for $50.
No, let's slap Jeremy for 50, Brian. It's up to you. It's up to you. We'll leave it up to you, Brian. Okay? Okay, man. We got enough questions. Let's get into this week's Steelers Talk Live Q&A. On today's show, I am breaking down your questions on the black and gold. So buckle in, guys, because it's going to be a good one. But before we do that, go ahead, do me a favor, and subscribe to the channel to join the most interactive YouTube community for Steelers fans out there. I try to keep you guys involved with these mailbags. We got the Steelers Talk live show every week. We got our live watch parties where you can come hang with Steelers fans. This is the most interactive Steelers community. You can join 100% free right now by clicking that subscribe button right now. Now let's get to Brian Love, Gold Club member here with a $10 super chat. And he says, welcome back, Chugs. Our producer, can't wait for Friday's game. How comfortable are we feeling with the safety room? So the safety room has definitely dealt with some weird things, right? Minka was gone for a little bit. Then you got Keanu Neal and DeMonte KZ both getting hurt. But it seems like KZ and Neal are both getting back to that place of health that you're looking for. Looks like that they might be, maybe not be playing on Friday, but they could be playing later on. And I really like the depth, I will say here, Brian. I really like Trey Norwood. I really like Kenny Robinson. They both have been making plays. Miles Killebrew, of course, is that special teams ace and special teams captain type player that he's been. And I really do like this safety room. So I feel really, really good with where the Steelers are at when it comes to the safeties there in the secondary. Then we got a question from Elliptic 6, another Gold Club member with a $10 super chat. He says, will Mike Tomlin get another contract, or does the front office go in another direction? I'm going to tell you right now, Mike Tomlin's going to get extended. Unless the Steelers are just god-awful for the next couple of years, he's going to get another contract. It's what the Rooneys do, man. If you got a really good head coach like Mike Tomlin, like they do right now, in my opinion, they're going to extend him. I think a deal is going to get done. Maybe not, anytime soon like this season or anything like that, but it will get done. Mike Tomlin's going to be around as long as the Steelers are good. Then we got a $5 super chat from Dominic Schrader here. Says, while being at training camp, 2 wide receivers really stood out to me. Cody White and Hakeem Butler. I want Butler to succeed, but he just can't catch. White, though, with the eyes emojis. Now, I think that Hakeem is a little bit on and off with his hands. There's some days where you look at him and you're like, wow, what a catch. Multiple splash plays, and he's looking really, really good. But then there's other days that he's having a hard time coming down with the football, hard time making contested catches. But then Cody White is somebody that's competing with Hakeem right now for a roster spot, and he's looking really, really good, man. He's looking good as a route runner. He's making the catches. Now, he hasn't gotten a whole lot of first-team reps, so it's not like he's going against our best corners, but he's got good size. I like his route running ability. He was on the practice squad last year, so he knows the offense. I like Cody White a lot there, Dominic. Then we got $20 super chat from Mo Love. He says, going to the game Friday, hoping for a win. Mo Love, man, enjoy yourself. Really hope that the Steelers end up coming away with a win. If you're not like Mo Love and you're not going to the game, you can come hang out with us here on the Steelers Talk Watch Party live here on Friday. Think about going live at 6:30, so about 30 minutes before kickoff. So make sure you click that subscribe button and turn on your notifications to not miss a single game this year. Then we got another $5 super chat from Just Webb's World 1 here. It says, JPJ did dirty by my man's Pickens. That's 100% correct. He did so good. Should we be concerned about JPJ or happy for Pickens? Also be critical. Bengals this year, Chase versus JPJ. Who you got? Now, I think that Patrick Peterson is probably going to be on Jamar Chase quite a bit this year when we play the Bengals. But in those instances, let's say JPJ is on Jamar Chase, I think Jamar Chase wins that battle right now. But I think with Joey Porter Jr. in the next couple of years, he's going to be giving Jamar Chase fits and T. Higgins fits, right? With the way that he can bully guys at the line of scrimmage, the strength that he plays with, all these different things. Jamar is just so polished in his technique right now that I think JPJ as a rookie might struggle at least a little bit, take a couple of lumps against a guy like Chase. But I'm really excited for JPJ's future. And going up against a guy like George Pickens, it's really an iron sharpens iron situation, in my opinion, and I can't wait to see those two guys grow together over the next decade. And then we got a question from Matt Canada's Burner, and he says, is there any chance a trade for Chase Young happens before the season? No, it's not going to happen. Plain and simply, the Commanders don't want to trade him. Apparently, he's looking fantastic in camp, and then it just doesn't make sense for the Steelers financially to bring in another expensive edge rusher like Chase Young is going to be. You're already paying TJ Watt the highest annual salary for an edge rusher in the National Football League. You just gave Alex Highsmith a really big extension that's going to see his salary go up a ton in 2024. This isn't a necessary move for the Pittsburgh Steelers, so I'm going to give a hard no on a Chase Young trade before the start of the season. But let me know what you guys think down there in the comments. Should the Steelers trade for Chase Young? Give me an HY if you think hell yes, or if you think hell no, give me an HN. This is going to be the pinned comment on today's show. So YouTube's going to throw you an ad break here in just a couple of seconds. Take advantage of that time by answering today's pinned question. Then we got a question from Alex Mannerful here. It says, what do you think Pitt's offense points per game will be? I think 24. Now, I think 24 is a pretty decent assumption there. That's about league average, in my opinion. And I'm looking at that, and I think Matt Canada in this offense is going to do fine. I just don't think it's going to be spectacular. Unless Kenny Pickett is like an MVP caliber player, I think you're kind of limited with what you can do with Matt Canada. I think it's going to be a very run-heavy offense, which of course limits the amount of points that you can score in a game because the clock's always moving. So I think 24 is a pretty decent assumption there. I think Kenny's going to have a good year. I think George Pickens is going to break out. I think Deontay Johnson's going to have a comeback season this year. I think the Steelers' offense is going to be fine, but it's definitely going to be based on the defense and a solid run game, not necessarily the explosive nature of the offense. Then we got a question from Lazy Sharky. He says, who do you guys think will be the starting fullback this season? Because I thought it would have been Cam Hayward. Oh, I think he means Connor Hayward. But with the Kendrick Green playing reps at fullback, I don't know anymore. And it's very possible, Lazy Sharky, that they end up going with both. right? Because Connor Hayward is a tight end as well as a potential fullback, and Kendrick Green is the backup center along with being a fullback as well. So they might carry both of those guys on the roster, and Kendrick Green can kind of be the thunder, the refrigerator, if you're familiar with the 85 Bears, right? With the refrigerator getting in there, the big boy coming in there on those short yardage situations, having that athletic big body that can just get those 2 or 3 yards on those 3rd and 1s, 3rd and shorts, all those different things. And then Connor Hayward can be the fullback that can be like the receiving weapon, somebody that can go out there and be like the Kyle Juszczyk kind of figure in this offense. I think that would be a great way for Matt Canada to use them, and I'm definitely excited to see how these guys utilize the fullback here in the preseason. Then we got one for KP for MVP. He says, if Pickett stinks this year, do you give him another chance next year with a new offensive coordinator or move on from him? I think it depends on how bad we're talking about here. Like if he's the worst quarterback in the league, bottom 3 quarterback in the league, then I think you might want to look at some other options. But I mean, Matt Canada is probably going to be the reason why this offense stinks if it does in fact stink. So I'm looking at that situation. KP is still relatively young. As long as, there isn't like an obvious answer on the free agent or trade or draft area, I'm sticking with Kenny Pickett. I think Kenny has a pretty bright future. I don't think it's going to get to that point. I think he's going to have a pretty good season this year. But if it happens, I think that you have to keep your mind open. But now be honest with me down in the comments section. What is your confidence level in Kenny Pickett and Matt Canada's offense right now? Put it on a scale of 1 to 10 for me down there in the comment section. I can't wait to see how you're feeling about this dynamic between the quarterback and the offensive coordinator. All right, now we got a question from Mimic Tarzier, I think is how you pronounce it, 235, and he says, how many years you think Cam has left in him? I still think at least a good 3 or 4. I think that he really loves football. I think that he's still at the top of his game. And I don't think he's going to stop until A, he doesn't like it anymore, and or B, he's just not good enough. And I don't see any of those things waning in the next couple of years. I think a lot of people are kind of looking at him, and he's getting older, and he's like, we might be coming to the end of the road here. And I think the Steelers need to be prepared for that whenever it does happen. But with a guy like Cam, as talented as he is, as experienced and as smart as he is, I think he can play another 3-4 years pretty easily. Then we got a question from Austin Reich here, and he says, with what the GM did with the Chase Claypool trade last year that turned into Joey Porter Jr., who do you think he will trade this year for more draft picks, if anyone? I'm not sure what the ending of that question is. But I'm looking, Austin, I'm trying to think maybe Patrick Peterson, maybe, if the team stinks this year. I really, really don't know, man. There's not really like an obvious guy where it's like, if the Steelers are bad this year, you need to trade this player, right? Like all the big potential free agents, like Alex Highsmith, got that big deal done this year. So I really don't know. Maybe a Mitchell Trubisky, I guess we'll see. Deontay Johnson, maybe if he's really not playing all that well, or if George Pickens is playing amazing and he's just not getting the ball, I guess maybe Deontay Johnson, but I really don't see the Steelers selling players this year like they did last year at the trade deadline, but I guess we'll have to see on that point. Then we got a question from Nothing here. He says, what week does Broderick Jones start? Good question, Nothing. I think this one's tough because I like Dan Moore Jr. I think he's a pretty darn solid pass protector, not a great run blocker, but, I've been saying this for weeks. Once Broderick Jones is ready to play, the Steelers are going to play him. It's just a matter of when Broderick gets to that point. And for me to project that, it's going to be really tough. But I think by mid-season is probably a pretty good projection. By week 8, week 9, somewhere in that range, Broderick Jones will probably be the starting left tackle for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Then we got a $10 super chat from my man, Mo Love, Gold Club member here. Says, so you think there be any more signings prior to the new season? And which spots needs to be filled the best? Now, if I'm being completely honest with you, Mo Love, I really like our roster the way it is right now. And if everybody stays healthy, I really don't see the Steelers adding anyone significant, right? I really like the depth that they have at safety right now. They just added a couple players to safety, actually. Linebacker, I think, is now a really, really nice group of guys that can play and guys that have played in this league. All the things that they needed to address before the start of the season, I think they've done a really, really good job. So personally, man, my answer for you is I don't think they make a single move. I don't think that unless there's like a big injury, someone gets hurt, which is of course possible, I just don't think it's going to end up happening that way. And I think the Steelers are very, very happy with where they're at right now. So go ahead and like today's video if you want to help out the channel. We put a ton of work into these videos, giving you guys the best damn Steelers content here, absolutely free here on YouTube. So if you want to help us out here and be a little generous today, go ahead and click that thumbs up icon right now. Then we got a question from Steel Curtain, who says, who's a player that has pleasantly surprised you through the first days of training camp? Braden Fajoku. Big time, man. If you remember my reaction video to them signing Fajoku, I was like, this guy's kind of stinks. Like, this guy's not very good. Because I've watched the tape, and last year he got bullied around quite a bit. But this offseason, you can tell he's put on some poundage. He's really gotten stronger, and now he's commanding double teams in the run game, and he's not giving a single inch. He is a legit NFL nose tackle right now, and he has been a huge surprise for me and a very pleasant one at that. I think he's going to be a really good nose tackle for the Steelers this year. Then we got a question from Dominic. He says, do you think TJ Watt will beat the sack record this season? I mean, that's tough. I think he can. I think that he's one of, if not the best pass rusher when he's healthy in the National Football League. And he could certainly have another fantastic season and approach that number. But, you know, it's going to be really tough, man. So I'm going to have to say no if I'm going to be a betting man. I wouldn't advise you to bet that he does. But would it surprise me if a guy like TJ Watt, one of the best pass rushers in NFL history, ended up getting there this year? It wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. Now, that'll be it for today's show, guys. Really do appreciate all the support. Make sure you click that subscribe button and turn on your notifications because we have daily content here on the channel. We go live twice a week for the game and then also for a separate live show in the middle of the week. So you're really not going to want to miss that. So do me a favor, click that subscribe button right now. All right, 2 down, Jeremy. 2 down, baby.
Let's go.
Thank you to everyone that has super chatted to this point. Keep them coming. We need Jeremy to do another bean. I need to slap him. Brian, we're still waiting for that 50 from you, my man.
Oh, wait, what? Mo Love, are you sure that he wanted me to do another bean?
What's that? Why? Well, he didn't send it a 20.
Oh, I thought you said we needed to do another bean.
No, I said I want to do another bean.
Oh.
I want to do another bean. Someone send it a 20 and we'll do it.
Also, a reminder, I've been somewhat keeping track of it. I still need to go back and count everybody. But today's double trouble.
That's right. That's right. On Friday, we're going to be having these same promotions, right? We've got this awesome Yinzer Palooza t-shirt that we're giving away. It's a size XL. And right now, $5 is going to get you 2 raffle tickets, where on Friday it's going to be 1. $10 gets you 10 tickets, where on Friday it's going to be 5. $20 will get you a Bean-Boozled plus 20 tickets, when on Friday it's only going to be 10. If you really want to stack the odds in your favor for Friday, today is the day to do it, guys.
Mo Love's racking them up.
And Mo Love is racking them up. And then also double trouble means it also double your amounts of money for the MVP item. Our fan cave sign here. Perfect for your man cave there in Pittsburgh or wherever you're watching the show from. We can sign it for you if you want. And today, every dollar you spend is ×2 for Friday, okay? So want to give you guys a little bit of an advantage because you guys are the real ones showing up on Wednesday this week. And we got a $20 super chat from Elliptic 6, my man.
Woo!
Let's go. Gold Club member coming in here.
I think he wants you to eat the bean.
Well, Elliptic 6, let us know. Oh, so Brian's working right now, so that's why. Brian, thanks for being a real one and watching while you work, my man. But Elliptic 6 says, what do you think the combined sacks will be between TJ and Alex? I'm saying 33.5.
And he wants you to eat the bean.
Oh, Elliptic, what are we doing, man?
Let's go.
What are we doing? Jeremy, I'm going to eat this bean real quick. Actually, I'm going to answer his question. I'm going to say, I think that TJ will probably, if he's healthy, will at least get to 18. And then Alex I think is going to have a better season this year. I think he gets to around 15. So whatever that is, if my math is correct there, that's about 33. Yeah, it's 33. So I think that's about right, Elliptic 6. I think he's probably going to be around 33. Anywhere between 30 and 35, I think, is a pretty good guess. Okay, so now Elliptic 6, fair enough, man. Chugs ate it last time, so let's get this going. Phil H, what's up, my guy? Just entered the chat.
Also, coming up, obviously, bottom of the screen, you see we have position battles to watch on Friday. I won't be here. I'm going to be on vacation this weekend. Producer Coop will be stepping in.
That's right.
I want you to all give him a Yinzer welcome, just like Pittsburgh Steelers fans can. Spam Coop down in the comment section. Show him some love.
We'll bring him on here so you guys can meet him.
Show him some love. He's going to be stepping in, making sure you get everything this Friday. Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Come on now.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Break the record for our man Coop here. Spam Coop starting right now. Spam those Coops, baby. Let's go.
Woo!
Coop, 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 Coop.
So, I think your mic went out.
My mic went out?
Yeah.
All right, let me get those Coops in.
I'm going to go ahead and take over for a second. Steelers dad, Mo Love, DJ KJ, showing that Yinzer love. Phil H, Hot Rod, Brian Love, Chris C, all spamming Coop. Let's go. Damian Roy, Super Coop. Hey, showing love just like Yinzers can. Let's go. Love to
Get
see
those
it.
Coops in there. Am I good with my mic now?
Yeah, now I can
I'm
hear
good
you.
now? Cool. Get those Coops in there. We got 30 seconds. Come on.
Coop,
Come on, baby.
Coop, Coop, Coop,
Coop, Coop, Coop, Coop, Coop, Coop, Coop, Coop.
I heard Coop loves Bean-Boozled.
Yes. If we break the record right now, guys, we got 15 seconds. He's going to come on and do a Bean-Boozled with me.
Here
Come
we
on.
go, Coop.
Here we go. Here we go, Coop. Here we go. Let's go.
Here
We
we
did
go,
it.
Coop.
We broke the
Here we
record.
go.
Let's go. Here we go, Steelers. You ready to do a Bean-Boozled with me, producer Coop? Coop, are you excited for this weekend?
I can't wait. We're gonna have an absolute rage.
It's gonna be amazing.
And just a disclaimer, I always have to say it whenever I go on. Coop is not short. Sperry's just 6'5".
Barry's just like 6'11".
Yeah, Coop's like not short at all. Like
Coop
what are
is
you?
like
What are you? Are you
5'11"?
5'11"?
No, I'm like 5'10".
Yeah, 5'10". I'm 6'5".
5'10" and 3/4.
So
And
all,
3/4.
all these guys look like children to me. So I've got Booger right here,
What do I have?
and you've got Old Band-Aid, which is the worst one. We need the garbage over here, Jeremy, by the way. Bring it all over.
Cheers.
We're going to be doing a lot of these on Friday night, my man. You ready?
Cheers.
We need the garbage over here
cheers
first,
it?
bro. Yes, I need the garbage first because these are bad, bro. All right, here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Let's go. I got a good one. Is it bad? Oh, that was producer Coop, man. We're going to see him on Friday night.
Jeffrey Cooperstein, everybody.
Jeffrey Cooperstein, this week's producer, man. We're going to have a great time. We really are, man. All right, so Jeremy, what position battle are you most excited to see on Friday?
Left tackle. I want to see the first round pick, the guy that Omar Khan traded up for. I want to see Broderick Jones, and I want to see him maul some people
Dude,
out there.
I really think he's going to have at least one block where he's like running somebody over. Because
Yeah.
right now he is ready to go as a run blocker. He really is. He really is that good. But in pass protection, that's the issue right now. And right now you got to keep Kenny Pickett upright. So if you have to pick between Dan Moore Jr., who's the better pass protector, or Broderick Jones, who's the better run blocker, you got to go with the pass protector at this
I
point.
also want to see the linebacking room. I want to see Cole Holcomb. I want to see Mark Robinson.
And you know what guy I want to see ball out? My man, Madre Harper. We interviewed him on the show a couple weeks ago. Great guy. Go check out that interview if you haven't checked it out already. But, man, with the Corey Trice injury, he's got a great opportunity in front of him to make this team. And if he balls out, he might be locking it up this weekend.
If he makes the squad, got to bring him back on.
100%. All right, man. Coop. My man Coop. All right, I need a charger here for my computer before we get this next
classic Sperry. I'll grab it for you.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about position battles because I'm about to get into this in just a second. I got 6 position battles that I am going to be breaking down for you guys here in just a second. Yeah, and I'll give some shout-outs here. So Satchel McKee says he wants to see inside linebacker. I definitely want to see that too, Satchel. You know, Quan Alexander coming in. How does he look? Apparently he's been looking great in camp. Can he take over that second starting spot over Landon Roberts? That's something I really want to see. Mo Love says he wants to see Broderick Jones. I think everybody wants to see Broderick, man. First-round pick. We want to see him run somebody over. That would be freaking fantastic. Kyle Doherty says punter. And I agree with that, Kyle. The punter situation is definitely close to this point in camp. Presley Harvin III is not the clear favorite to win that job. Braden Mann's doing a pretty good job at competing with him to this point in camp. Dominic says kick returner. I agree with that one as well. I think that, Calvin Austin III, Gunnar Olszewski, Jordan Byrd, which of those guys is really going to make a statement when it comes to the kickoff return game? Will they even take it out? With the new special teams rules, are the Steelers really incentivized to do something like that? I'm not too sure. It'll definitely be interesting to see. Hot Rod 24 says defensive tackle will be fun to see. Absolutely. I want to see Keanu Benton. Thank you. All right, let's see if this works. All right. So we've got these positional battles, breakdowns.
His mic's out again.
Good Lord, man.
All right. I'm back. Don't worry. I know.
All right, you got me?
Go ahead.
You got me?
Yeah, now
All
I
right,
got
cool.
you.
All right, man. I'm hoping that this doesn't cut out in the middle of a cut. Ooh. Okay, man. We are ready to get things going here. I've got some Pittsburgh Steelers position battles that you need to watch out for this weekend, and they're coming at you right now. Which position battles do you need to be looking out for this week for the preseason game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? That's the question that I'm going to be answering on today's edition of Steelers Talk. But before we get into that, go ahead and subscribe to the channel because we are going to be going live for tomorrow's preseason game between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is coming out on Friday, or this is coming out on Thursday, so it is tomorrow. And we'll be doing a live watch party for every single preseason game and every single regular season game live here on the channel. So if you want a place to kick it with your fellow Yinzers, this is going to be the place for you. Click that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you never miss a game. And now we're starting with the first position battle that you need to watch, in my opinion. That's left tackle. And, of course, whenever a first-round pick plays in his first NFL action, you're going to want to see him play. But right now, Dan Moore Jr., last year's starting left tackle, is the presumptive favorite to be the starting left tackle when the Steelers play the 49ers in week 1 of the regular season. The reason for that is plain and simple. He's the better pass protector between him and Broderick Jones right now. Now, the first-round rookie out of the University of Georgia. Really good run blocker, really athletic. I think he's got a very bright future in this league. However, he is a step behind Dan Moore Jr. in terms of pass protection right now. And right now, you got to protect Kenny Pickett. That has to be the number one priority. And right now, Dan Moore simply has him beat on that. Now, it's definitely going to be interesting to see what happens with Jones on Friday. I think that he's going to play when he's ready this season. And, when it just comes to this week, I want to see him run somebody over on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He's probably going to play quite a bit, so I want to see what he can do against that NFL caliber defense. And I think that he's going to do a really nice job as a run blocker this weekend, and he's going to have a nice day that I really think is going to be good. And what's nice about Broderick is that they don't need to rush him. Okay, you got a guy in Dan Moore Jr. that you trust on the field, so you don't have to rush Broderick Jones in to start when he's not ready. right? I use the analogy, with cookies in the oven. You want to wait till those cookies are done. And then once Broderick Jones is ready to go, you pull that sucker out of the oven and you go eat, okay? And I think Broderick Jones, when he's ready, he's going to be a really darn good player, but it might just not be by week 1. But now let me know who you think is going to start week 1 for the Pittsburgh Steelers at left tackle. Do you think it's going to be Dan Moore Jr.? Give me a DM, or if you think it's going to be the rookie out of Georgia, Broderick Jones, give me a BJ down there in the comment section. This is going to be the pinned comment on today's show. So YouTube's going to throw you an ad break here in just a couple of seconds. Take advantage of that time by answering today's pinned question. Then another position battle I'm going to be keeping a close eye on tomorrow night is slot cornerback. And Chant Sullivan right now is the presumptive starter. Right now he is listed as the number 1 slot corner on the unofficial depth chart that the Steelers put out earlier this week. But Elijah Riley is somebody that is coming up fast on the depth chart. He is moving up. He is making plays. He is picking guys off. He is making splash plays at practice. And if he continues to play really, really well in these preseason games, Chant Sullivan, a guy that really struggled with the Minnesota Vikings last year in the slot, could be on the chopping block in terms of a starting spot this year. So I really want to see how Elijah does. I want to see how Chandon does. And I want to see how this dynamic plays out throughout the preseason. Now, I've got more position battles to go over here in just a second, but first, a word from our sponsor at BetUS, and they're offering you guys a fantastic bonus here of 125% deposit bonus when you go to chatsports.com/bet and use promo code Steelers125. Now, what does a deposit bonus mean? It means when you put in a deposit of $100 to $600, BetUS is going to give you 125% of that money back to you to use on your bet. So if you put in $100, you're going to get $225 total dollars. That's $125 additional dollars to spend on potentially the Buccaneers Pittsburgh Steelers preseason game. It's preseason, guys. It's fun to bet on these things. It's fun to bet during the preseason because it's really like the game is like, who cares? No one really cares if they win or loses. But if you have a bet on it, it is a lot of fun. Right now, you can go over and under. You can pick 'em. All these different things that they have on the BetUS website. You can check it out right now. Go to chatsports.com/bet and use promo code Steelers125 to get that 125% deposit bonus. This weekend, it's pick 'em for the favorite, right? So just pick a winner, pick the Steelers, and then total over under is 39 points. If you think it's going to be over that, go ahead and use promo code Steelers125 at chatsports.com/bet today. Now let's talk about inside linebacker. And listen, Cole Holcomb is going to be the number 1 inside linebacker for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's pretty much locked that down already in camp right now. The mullet in the middle is doing fantastically against the run, against the pass. He's had a couple really nice pass deflections, and it looks like he's taken yet another step forward in his young career. He looked pretty good as an athlete there with the Commanders over the last couple of years. Now he's coming in and he's looking like a true pro, and he's going to be that number 1 starter in the inside linebacker room for the Steelers this year. But what I want to talk about is who's going to get that second starting spot. Who's going to play more between Elandon Roberts, who they brought in free agency, and Quan Alexander, who they just brought in camp. I really like Elandon Roberts' run defense ability and blitzing ability. Like, he is super strong. He's super fast. He's got the athletic tools that you look for. But then Quan Alexander, man, he is one of the best pass coverage linebackers in the league when he is healthy. We saw that when he made a Pro Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We saw that when he was a part of that San Francisco 49ers defense in 2019 when they went to the Super Bowl. And I think that he could really provide a nice veteran punch to this unit. He's been looking really good in camp to this point. Then to see that battle unfold is something I really want to see on Friday night. Now, show some love to us here at Steelers Talk by liking today's video. If you're pumped for the start of the Steelers preseason this year, go ahead and click that thumbs up icon. Really do appreciate all the support. Then we get to nose tackle here, and this is one of those where there's multiple people that could win the starting nose tackle job, in my opinion. Right now, the first guy on the depth chart is last year's starter, Montravius Adams, and he's been looking pretty decent, actually, as a pass rusher this year. Last year, his PFF grade wasn't all that great, though, at just 48.9, which was 105th out of 127 defensive tackles that were graded by Pro Football Focus in 2022, which obviously just isn't fantastic. Right now, the number 2 nose tackle is Braden Fajoku, who has really been looking great in camp. Right now, he's commanding double teams. He's really eating up space. The run game simply can't go to the middle of the field because of this guy just absolutely planting his flag and sticking there in the run game. This guy is absolutely fantastic so far in camp. And last year wasn't all that great, but it definitely seems like he's put on some poundage. And then you got the rookie coming in, Keanu Benton, drafted in the second round to potentially be the starting nose tackle for this team for the long haul. I think he's got the athleticism to eventually replace Cam Hayward as the 3 technique whenever he decides to retire. And I'm looking at a guy like Benton. He really made some nice flash plays against the run last year at the University of Wisconsin. Obviously, you draft him in the second round this year, not the third round. And I think that he's somebody that could absolutely rise up the ranks to this point. He's had a quiet camp, but I think that he's somebody that could definitely splash Friday night against the Buccaneers, maybe in the third and fourth quarters. Now, let me know who you think is the best nose tackle on the Steelers roster right now. Do you think it's Montravius Adams? Give me an MA. Do you think it's Braden Fajoku? Give me a BF. Or do you think it's Keanu Benton? Give me a KB down there in the comments section. Then another position battle that I have for you guys here is third string quarterback. And we're going to see a lot of both Tanner Morgan and Mason Rudolph on Friday night. It is the first preseason game. And last year, Mason didn't play at all, right? He was very publicly disgruntled with the way that the whole thing happened last year with the QBs. Apparently, he was a part of a quarterback competition, ended up getting third string despite rave reviews out of camp, and he felt kind of slighted by the Pittsburgh Steelers last year, ends up coming back this year, and right now he's leaving the door open to undrafted free agent rookie Tanner Morgan right now because, plain simply, Rudy hasn't looked all that great in camp to this point, and Morgan has shown a willingness to throw the ball down the field with intent, with accuracy. And because of that, Rudy has definitely left the door open. Now, he definitely came into camp as the favorite to be that emergency quarterback, that third QB option for the Steelers heading into the year. But if he continues to play like the way that he has in practice in these games in front of a televised audience, I certainly think that Tanner Morgan would have a shot if he plays well to get that third quarterback spot, even though it will be an uphill battle for the undrafted free agent rookie out of Minnesota. And then the final position I want to talk about today is punter. Okay, this is, I can't believe I'm talking about punter here as a position battle to watch on Steelers Talk, but here we are, man, because Presley Arvin III has not done a good enough job to this point in camp to really solidify himself as the clear choice to this point in the process. Braden Mann has looked pretty darn good, and both of these guys are going to get their opportunities, most likely, to have a couple of punts in this game. It's going to be very interesting to me how these guys do throughout the preseason because one of them is going to be coming up on top and somebody is going to be hitting the open market. That's going to be it for today's show, guys. Really do appreciate all the support. If you want the best damn Steelers coverage for free here on YouTube, go ahead and click that subscribe button for me right now. That'll be it from me today. Steelers Nation, really do appreciate all the support. And until next time, here we go, Steelers. All right, man. We are done with our cuts today. Woo! So now it's in your hands, Steelers Nation. We got 61 people watching. If we can get some super chats going, we're going to keep the show rolling. We can get crazy if you guys want, man. Remember, we are doing double trouble today for the super chat, so you get more raffle tickets and more money towards the Steelers Talk fan.
I'm looking over here.
Fan cave side.
I'm looking over here. We have 69 likes, and everybody's spamming BJ. It's a great time to be alive.
It's a great time. It's great. We got 69 and BJ's going. Wow. Steelers Talk. Who would have thunk it, man?
Not me.
Not on a Wednesday for sure. Maybe on a weekend, but on a Wednesday.
69 with some BJs.
DJ KJ really likes the BJ, man.
Oh, they're just BJ.
All right. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put on a 2-minute shot clock. We need to get to $20 in super chats, or we're gonna end the show. All right. We need $20.
Oh, no, somebody liked it. Now it's 70 likes.
Oh, who was the 70th like, man? Come on. All right, here we go. 2-minute timer. If we can get $20 total in the next 2 minutes, we'll add another 5 minutes to the show. Woo. All right? So we can get going. We can get crazy on today's show, man, if you want. Right now we're at $79. We're at $80. If somebody wants me to slap Jeremy, $50, man. This guy said Brock Purdy was better than Kenny Pickett.
Or if
we need to get that shit going.
Or if you want me to slap Sperry, I'll go ahead and do it.
What's that?
I said if y'all want me to slap Sperry, I'll go ahead and do that as well.
Nope, $20. Oh, we got a $1.59 super chat from President Nitty. What's up, President Nitty? Says it's a sparkling diamond. He sent in a sparkling diamond. Appreciate the support, President Nitty.
Real one.
Real one right there, man. So right now we need $18. $18 here in the next minute.
Ooh,
We're gonna end today's show.
Dominic said, "Who leads the Steelers receivers in yards this season?"
I think George Pickens. He has been so good in camp to this point. Contested catch after contested catch. He's looking like a much better route runner this year.
So I haven't said this.
Okay.
Because I'm getting some wrongful hate from Sperry. I haven't said this, but I've seen our Browns host, Matthew Peterson, Browns Twitter, saying that George Pickens, every play, offensive pass interference. What do you have to say to that?
I disagree. I mean, he's a very physical wide receiver. And, like, if these people want to be like, oh, he put his hands on me, therefore it's offensive pass interference, I mean, sure, but that's not really the rule. Like, the rule is you have to push off, and I don't think George does that on every play.
What's up, President Nitty?
Yeah, President Nitty, what's up, my man?
Also, Young Noticeable wants to ask you, what do you think of guys predicting the Steelers are going to finish last in the division, like Orlovsky, Eisen, Darlington, Daniel Jeremiah? They're already counting us out.
I mean, good. I want them to. I want them to keep that same energy when the Steelers win 12 games this year. I want to look right in his face, Dan Orlovsky's face, and say, you are a freaking idiot. And we got the 20. Let's go. Brian Lowe with a 20. Let's go.
Brian.
Woo! Now, Brian, who do you want? Who do you want to get the bean? Do you want Chugs? Do you want me? Or do you want producer Coop?
Sperry.
We could have producer Coop do another one.
I think he wants you to.
Brian, let me know who you want that bean to go to. Chugs and I have each had one today. So we're extending today's show.
5 minutes.
5 minutes to get $20, and we'll add another 5. A 50 will go 10. So if you want to be the guy that extends this live show, put in that 50, and I'll slap Chugs right in his stupid face. I love you, Chugs, but if you say Brock Purdy's better than Kenny Pickett, I got to slap you in your stupid face.
That just wasn't very nice. Brian's a dog, though.
Brian, my dog, you got to let us know. Who do you want to eat the bean?
Sperry.
Oh, so we got some AFC North news breaking right now, okay? The Cleveland Browns have signed defensive tackle Shelby Harris, okay? So Shelby Harris is a fine player. It makes the Browns a little bit better. Still not better than the Pittsburgh Steelers, though, man. Sorry.
Instead of going 5-12, they're going to be going 6-11.
Brian, let me know right now, man. Who do you want to eat that bean?
Oh, he said Coop.
He wants Coop? Let me see. Let's go. Let's get Coop in here. I love it, Brian. Everybody spam Coop in the chat. Coop. Come on, Coop.
Did you message him?
I did not message him.
Oh, Sperry.
Another one, Coop. All right, he's on his way, guys. Let's go. So if you guys didn't get the message earlier in the show, we are doing a watch party on Friday for the game live here on the channel. React to the game with us here on Steelers Talk Live on Friday. We're going to be going live about 30 minutes before kickoff, so I believe that's 6:30 Eastern Time. So that's when we'll be going live. producer Coop, who's going to be here in just a second. He's going to be my producer. We're going to have a great time. We're going to be giving away this Yinzer Palooza shirt. We're going to be giving away this fan cave Steelers sign for your man cave or your woman cave, whatever it may be.
They cave?
Got to go with the Yinzerettes. Got to appeal to them too.
Your they them cave?
What? What are you talking about?
I'll tell you later.
Coop. Okay, so I'm going to give Coop another minute here to show up, or Brian, just let us know who your alternate is, because he might be doing a video here. Oh, so Jason Huntley. We got some Jason Huntley news right now. Signed by the Indianapolis Colts just now. So congratulations, Jason. I'm glad that you landed somewhere, man.
Good stuff.
Good stuff from Jason Huntley, my man. All right. So, Brian, let me know who you want. I know you want Coop, Brian, but you got to pick either me or Chugs because he's in the middle of something right now, unfortunately.
Oh, boo.
Yeah.
I think that means you have to take it.
No. We've got an old Band-Aid one waiting for somebody, Brian. Let me know who you want.
Sperry.
No.
Sperry.
It's Jeremy.
Sperry.
Brian, this guy said Brock Purdy's better than KP.
Oh, my God.
Make him pay.
You just keep on bringing
Make him
up
pay.
that same thing.
Please make him pay right now, Brian. My man, I know we've got Mo Love in the chat. I know we've got Elliptic 6 in the chat. I know Brian Love's in there. And he said, oh, I thought that was Brian Love. Dominic said Jeremy. Brian, you got to let us know.
I asked the same question as Young Noticeable.
Okay, so what does Young Noticeable say? So what exactly is the watch party? Are y'all streaming the game, or is it audio play-by-play? So essentially what it is we're not showing like the game streaming on the show. Like it's us reacting to the show, us reacting
we'll have
to the
all
stream.
the information you need.
We'll have the score. We'll have where they're at on the field.
The plays
that happen. Like pretty much everything except the actual video feed. Okay?
Brian!
Brian! Come on, man.
Yeah! Woo!
I love you, Brian, but I'm going to hate you for this one, dude.
Let's go!
I'm going to hate you for this one.
Brian Love. Let's go! I love to see it. Because Brian Love is a true man of love. It's his last name, so he gets it. I recently got engaged. Sperry hasn't put a ring on it, so that's why he has to eat it.
Dude, that sucked.
Maybe if you got
right when you bite into it, it goes everywhere.
Maybe if you got engaged.
I mean, I know Cassie's watching this, and she's like, yeah. All right.
Cassie, do you agree with me?
So Dominic says, I got news. What do you got? Dominic? Let me know. Right now, we got 3 minutes, guys. $20. We'll add another $5.
Is Cassie watching right now?
I don't know. She usually watches, but she's currently working right now, so I don't know if she's watching right now.
Good thing.
Guys, remember, it is double trouble today. So on Friday, we're going to be doing 2 giveaways. We're giving away this fan cave sign with the Pittsburgh Steelers on it. Chugs and I can sign it for you if you want. That's going to go to the person with the most in Super Chats on Friday. Now, if you want to get ahead of the curve on that, send in those Super Chats. And then also we're doing a raffle of this Yinzer Palooza shirt that I got at the Pirates game when I went to Pittsburgh. And it's a limited edition.
Did you get any good food on your trip to Pittsburgh? I didn't even ask you where y'all went.
Yes, I did.
Primanti Brothers?
Primanti Brothers I went to, and it was delicious.
What'd you get?
So I got the corned beef sandwich there that they have, and they put the fries on there and the slaw and all this different stuff on there. It was the biggest sandwich I've ever had, but it was delicious. It was amazing,
Fries on the sandwich.
Like, that is definitely a Pittsburgh staple.
Let's see. Elliptic says, wants to know who's leading. It's actually a three-way tie right
It's
now.
a three-way tie going into Friday.
Brian sent in 30. Elliptic 6 has sent in 30. And Mo Love has sent in 30. But Elliptic 6, just letting you know, the MVP for the Man Cave, that's on Friday.
That's right. That is right. So that's on Friday, but it's double your money. So if you've put in $30, you've already got $60 towards that giveaway on Friday. And we got a $20 super chat from my man, Mo Love.
All right.
And hey, that's another 5. So Mo Love has just extended the show, man. Appreciate you. Let's see how far we can take this. Right now, we're at $121 in super chats. Chugs, what are we going to do if we get to 200? Let's talk about that. Right now, we've got 8 minutes on the clock now. $20, we'll add another 5. Okay, gotcha. All right. So this is going to be it, guys. We got 8 minutes on the clock, and this one's going to be it. All right?
Oh, wait, Mo Love, who do you want to eat the bean?
Oh, yeah, Mo Love. That's right. We got the $20 bean. So is Mo Love in the lead now for the Fan Cave sign?
For Friday?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go. All right, Mo Love. He's in the lead now with, what is it, $100 technically with the 50? And we got a 20 from Olympic 6! Let's go!
I guess we're both eating a bean.
I guess we're both eating a bean, man. So which one do you, well, you don't get to choose.
He said, Elliptic 6 asked a question. He said, what do you think about GP being ranked number 10 for outside wide receivers?
You know, I think that going into the season.
I saw somebody else say this. What list are y'all referring to?
I think they're talking about the NFL 100.
Okay.
I think that's what they're talking about. Or maybe it's Madden. I don't know. But anyway, I think it's realistic based on what we saw from him last year. I think he's going to be higher than that this year. I think he's going to be special. The stuff that we're seeing out of Steelers training camp, people just haven't seen. The connection with him and Pickett, I'm telling you, it's going to be that next great connection for the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? You got the Antonio Brown and Big Ben connection. George Pickens said today that he thinks that his connection with Kenny Pickett can be just as good.
Elliptic 6 says it's from USA Today.
Oh, it's from USA Today. Okay.
Toss me a bean.
Actually, do you want to come on screen? Yeah, come on screen, man.
I mean, I'll walk.
We need to see how short Jeremy is, guys.
I'll walk over there, but I'm not.
$50 super chat. I will slap Jeremy in his stupid face, man. Let's get this going. Okay, Jeremy. All right, man. So we got dirty dishwater for both of us, and he's on his tippy toes, right? Yes, you are. Yes, he is. He's on his tippy toes right now. Look at. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, 6 foot Jeremy. You ready?
Popcorn.
Screw you, Jeremy. Gross, man. I need to slap him. After getting a good one, he needs to get slapped. Someone send in a 50. What do you mean mugging me on the on live already?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not going to be here on Friday. You got to take advantage of your camera time.
That was hurting my legs.
Ugh. Woo. Ugh. Elliptic 6, love you, man, but that bean sucked. Dirty dishwater is one of the worst ones. Like, you wouldn't think that it would be that bad. It might taste like a little soapy, but like it tastes like mold. It tastes like mold, bro. And then I don't even know how to describe the old Band-Aid one. That one might be the worst out of all of them. That is terrible, dude. All right, so we got less than 5 minutes left in the Double Trouble promotion today.
Let's see.
Let's get that going. Let's see who's going to come in first today. Who's going to start Friday's stream on top? Because remember, today it's double everything. Double the raffle tickets, double the super chat money. You know, unless you want to spend a ton on Friday, I'm perfectly cool with that too. But, man, I'm giving you guys a special promotion here on Wednesday.
I'm looking at the USA Today list right now. Tell me what you think.
Okay.
Number 12, T. Higgins.
Okay.
11 Garrett Wilson, 10 George Pickens.
Wow, they put him above Wilson. That's high praise, man.
9 DK Metcalf, 8 Mike Evans, 7 Terry McLaurin.
I like Terry.
Over
Scary
those
Terry's
guys.
really good.
That's surprise. People sleep on Mike Evans.
They do.
6 Stephon Diggs,
Okay.
5 AJ Brown, 4 Devontae Adams, 3 Jamar Chase, 2 Tyreek Hill, and number 1 Justin Jefferson.
So I see a question from Elliptic 6. Do I have to be in the chat on Friday to claim a prize if I win?
No, only because you're a Steelers Talk Gold member.
That's right. You're a Steelers Talk Gold Club member, so you can just contact me on social media, or I'll contact you. You got to make sure you're following me though.
We do wish that you would be there though,
Elliptic 6, Jeremy, put on my Twitter right now so that he can find me on Twitter. If you're not already following me, Elliptic 6, go ahead and follow me on Twitter, and then also my Instagram handle is @sparedog.football. So if you follow me on those, you can go ahead and do that, and then I can contact you if you win on Friday. So that's one of the perks of being a Steelers Talk Gold Club member.
He said just on Facebook. Add him on Facebook. Is it just Jack Sperry?
Yeah, it's just Jack Sperry on Twitter. Oh, we've got the super chats rolling in right now. A $20 super chat from my man Brian Love.
Brian
Love! I love it. I'm excited for this running back room this year. Najee and Jalen finally having a line that'll be able to help them. I say Najee has 1,350 yards and 500 yards receiving
this
this year.
Great year.
That'd be a great year. You know what? I think that it's going to be a little bit lower than that, but only because I think Jalen Warren is going to really show out. And like Jalen Warren is going to play so good this year that you got to get him in the offense more often. I think that he's really, really special. And I think that they're going to have to really, he's not going to be a bell cow towards the end of the season, at least in my opinion. I think Jalen Warren's going to get on the field a lot this year. Appreciate the 20, Brian. Let us know who you want to eat the bean. And then we got a $5 super chat from Hot Rod 24, who says Pickett is better than Purdy. Sorry, Chugs. It's the truth. Absolutely correct. And if you times that by 5 there, Hot Rod, we will slap Jeremy for that terrible take. All right.
Sperry doesn't even know math.
5 times 20? 5 times 10? That's 50.
What did he send in?
Sent in a 5.
So that times 5?
No, that 5 times 10 is 50.
You said you times that by 5.
Oh, well, I don't know what I said. If I said that, whatever.
Don't even know his own math.
All right. So we need Brian to send us in who you want the bean to be.
Thank you, Rad Swag. Thank you.
All right, so build a realistic Madden player that's based on you, Sperry, from Chris C. My player would be probably a -50 on Madden, because the minute that you hit stick me, I'm breaking. I am breaking. My sternum, my ribs, everything will be gone.
All right, $1 million. You either get one hit of you going across the middle against TJ Watt, or 5 chances to catch a ball against Patrick Peterson.
What was the first option again?
The first option is you get blindside smacked by TJ Watt.
I got to try to catch a ball against
But if you don't
Peterson.
catch it, you don't get the money.
I know. Like with my long arms, maybe there's a chance I could extend and if Pickett gives it to me just right. That's a better I don't want to get blindside blocked, man. No way. Brian Coop is still busy. He's working on a breaking news video for our Browns channel right now.
So that means
so let me know, Brian. Who do you want, me or Chugs? It's got to be me or Chugs. He keeps saying Coop.
Coop.
Trust me, Brian. You will have plenty of chances to make Coop eat beans on Friday. Okay, Brian. But today, it's got to be either me or Chugs, and then. Unless we get to $200 here in the next 2 minutes, we're going to have to end the show today, guys.
You never know.
And you never know. If we get to 200, we will do something. I don't know what it is yet.
Oh, okay. Toss me the bean.
Yeah, let's go, Brian. Yeah. You get old bandage for saying that Brock Purdy's better. You ready? All right, here we go. He's got old bandage, the worst one there is, fellas.
All right.
And there's no garbage can over there, so so he's going to have to eat it. Come on, baby. Come on. Is it bad? He had to spit it into his cup. Oh, my goodness. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, Brian. Thank you for your support. Another 20 will get him again. Come on. Keep the party going.
Holy crap.
We've got 1 minute. 1 minute, guys. $20. We'll do it again. Again, double trouble. Doubles your money for the giveaways. Doubles your raffle tickets for the raffle on Friday. This is your shot, guys. You got a minute left. And I think Elliptic 6 says, I think we're all tied up again. I think between Brian Love and Mo Love, they are tied.
All three of them have...
And Elliptic 6?
Yep.
Okay, so it looks like there's a three-way tie at the top. Who's going to be the guy that goes into Friday as the winner? Let me know, man. Who's going to go into Friday as the winner?
But today's the double trouble, so you get double your money's worth today. You come back on Friday, donate.
You're going to have a good shot. I got to take care of my real ones, man. I got to take care of the people that show up every week in the middle of the work week, and they continuously show up. So this is your shot, guys. This is your shot to get that advantage. We got 30 seconds left on the clock.
My mouth just tastes...
Yeah, I know. The old bandage one is bad. Like right when you bite into it. It's like immediate. And it's awful. There's no other way to describe it.
Like swishing this...
Oh! A $50 super chat from Mo Love! Let's go!
Here we go,
Steelers! There we go! Here we go, Steelers! There we go!
Here we go, Steelers! There we go!
Mo Love taking advantage of the double trouble today, man.
And-
it's a slap.
And your mic went out.
My mic went out again?
Your mic went out.
All right. I'm going to give out some shout-outs here, man.
Oh, they're wanting a slap. They're wanting a slap.
Well, yeah, it's a 50.
Oh, my God.
Who do you want to slap, Mo Love? Let us know. Am I good now, by the way, Jeremy?
Yeah.
All right. Mo Love, let us know who you want to slap. Let's go. Hopefully, I hope it's Jeremy. He said Brock Purdy was better than Kenny Pickett. It's not the mic itself. It's the connection. It's the cord, Mo Love. But yeah, and he said Jeremy. Yes, get that tortilla ready, baby. Let's go, Mo Love. And that put us over 200. So Jeremy and I have to think of something to do, man. Screw Jeremy. We're going to slap him in his stupid face, man. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Mo Love, appreciate the love, my man. You are putting yourself in a great spot to win these items on Friday. So can't wait to see you at the watch party on Friday. If you haven't subscribed already, we're going to be having two live shows every single week from now on. One for the watch party and one for the daily live show or for the weekly live show here on Wednesdays. We have a ton of fun here. We do the Bean-Boozled jelly beans. We do Tortilla Slaps. We have a good time here on Steelers Talk, man. And Mo Love just sent in a 50 at the buzzer. Oh, that's awesome. Mike is out again. Brian said Mike is out, though. So am I still good? I don't know what Brian's saying then. I think Brian might be a little bit of on on a delay. Brian, man. Right now, Mo Love is definitely going into next week, or not next week, Friday, as probably the highest person on that list. Unless somebody else wants to send in a 50, and I'll slap Jeremy again. All right, are we ready? He's on his tippy toes again, by the way. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. It's so funny. All right, ready? Oh. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go.
Oh.
I got him good for you. I got him good for you, Mo Love. Worth every penny, man. Let's go. And Rad Swag says, sweep his legs. He's my friend, Rad Swag. I'm not gonna sweep his legs. Oh my goodness.
Very Cobra Kai move of you.
Okay.
All right.
We got over 200, Jeremy, so we have to do something. We said we'd do something if we got over 200. Do we want to do another bean?
I'll eat another bean.
All right, Mo Love. We got over 200. Every $100 we get on today's show, we'll do another bean. All right, so keep them coming, man. All right, I'm going to do Old Bandage this time because you had to do it last time. And let me find one that works here.
You know, Elliptic, we'll stay live for 5 extra minutes so you can find whatever you need if you need it.
Yeah, Elliptic, we'll stay here, man. So go out and find it. We're going to be doing these beans. All right, so this one is dead fish or strawberry banana smoothie for Jeremy. Ready? Oh, bad throw, my bad.
Caught it.
All right. Here we go. Are we ready? I got Old Bandage. He's got dead fish.
Oh, Hot Rod, that wouldn't even be a competition.
What did he say?
He said maybe do a beer competition between Chugs and Sperry.
Chugs would be done in 8 seconds if it was a boot, and I'd be done in like an hour. Like, that's how much of a difference it would be. Because, like, Chugs is one of the best chuggers. There's a reason why he's called Chugs, guys, is because he chugs insanely fast. I don't know, man. All right, here we go. Old Bandage. Yeah. Pomegranate, let's go. Let's ride. Look at him. He's got dead fish, guys. We got him, Steelers Nation. He's got dead fish in his mouth. Yes, sir. You know, it really shouldn't feel this good to like just have like a regular pomegranate flavored jelly bean, but it feels so good when you don't have to eat a bad one, man. I can't describe the feeling. Good Lord. Steelers Talk Gold Club coming up huge today. Oh. Hey, young noticeable. Nice. Thought you played for the Browns with that throw, Sperry. Appreciate that, my man. Appreciate you, young noticeable.
Oh, God. All right.
All right. Setting the 1 minute. We need to get to what before?
250.
We need to get to 250 in the next 60 seconds. Or we're done with, or we're going to finish up today's stream. It's been a really good show.
We're 35 away.
There's a lot of Steelers Talk Gold Club members that set themselves up real nicely for Friday night. But you could still do more, and you could extend today's show. We can go as long as you guys want, man.
Mo Love, you can find them on Amazon. Just search Bean-Boozled. Show them the box.
Yeah, so it's Jelly Belly Bean-Boozled. That's what the box looks like. Mo Love. So you can find it. Elliptic 6 with a $50 super chat. Boom! Woo! Let's go, man. Let's keep this party going. He says both eat a bean and chant while doing it.
All right, put 2 more minutes on the clock.
Well, we're going to eat the bean before we do this.
Oh, yeah.
Before we do that. All right. And we have to chant while we do it. So you come up here. I'll get your bean ready. All right. You're gonna get liver and onions.
Elliptic 6, you crazy animal.
Dude. I think we're tied again. I think we're tied again at the top of the list for Friday. Elliptic 6 wants the sign, man. He wants that sign. I've got grass shavings here, and then liver and onions for him. And we got a chant. Here we go, Steelers, even if it's bad. All right? We got to do 3 rounds of here we go, Steelers, before we can spit it out. You ready? Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Get it, go. Screw you, Elliptic 6. Dude, that was harder than I thought it was going to be. Ah. Gross, dude. Another 50, we'll do it again, but good Lord. All right, another 2 minutes on the clock. If we get to 300, we're keeping the show going. We're going to keep going until you guys tell us to stop. All right, we want to give you guys every opportunity to set yourselves up nicely for Friday. All right? Oh, dude, that sucks.
That was awful.
Because, like, it hits you, and then you have to talk, and it, like, swishes around. It was so bad.
I think I'm good on dinner tonight.
Honestly, bro, like, I've had Old Bandage today. I've had liver and onions, and I've had grass shavings. And let me tell you, that taste in your mouth is not pleasant. It's not pleasant, man. Holy schnitzel. I need some gum, dude. Holy crap. We got 1:30 left. If we can get to 300 by then, we're going to keep the show going. What if we get to 300, do we want to do something else, Jeremy, along with another bean? Do you maybe want to drink something?
I'll do a shotgun.
All right, Jeremy will do a shotgun.
And Sperry will eat some ranch ice cream.
I'll eat some ranch ice cream, and I hate ranch ice cream, man. If we get to 300, all right? If we get to 300, we're both doing a bean. He's doing a shotgun, and because I don't drink, I'll do some ranch ice cream, I guess. Alex Manerful, thanks for bringing that up, by the way. Gross.
How much time left on the clock?
We've got a minute left. We have a minute left on the clock.
If this is the end of the show, I just want to say thank you for all the real ones who've been here the whole time.
You guys have been fantastic, man. Today has been an awesome show, as it is every single week.
And I just want to say one more thing. We made it. The whole offseason, everybody, the real ones, we made it through the offseason. We had the draft, free agency. Sperry's been taking you through it step by step by step.
We've been through a lot this offseason, man.
All leading to this. Sperry's first full season as the Steelers talk host, doing live watch parties.
Every single week, baby.
Everybody spam Sperry because he is a real one, bringing you Steelers content all year long. All offseason, Sperry, you did it.
I mean, it's been a great offseason. I think that the energy around this franchise right now has never been higher, and I'm so excited to see what kind of heights we can take this channel this year. And I just can't wait to get things going, man. It's going to be so awesome. It's going to be so awesome, man. We got 30 seconds left on the clock. If somebody wants to get us to 300, I will slap Jeremy in his face. Oh, by the way, Elliptic 6 sent in a 50. We said $50 worth slaps.
But he said he didn't want that. He wanted both beans and the chant.
I think if he wants a slap, we should give him a slap. Do you think so? Let me know.
That's all the time for today's show. Appreciate all the real ones. Like I said, Sperry's been a real trooper, taking y'all through the offseason.
Jeremy, you won't be with us on Friday, unfortunately, but...
Okay, Elliptic.
Yes, Elliptic, let's go! Yeah! Yeah, let's go! Slap time! Spam slap in the chat! Yes! Yes! All right. This one's for you, Elliptic 6. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go. Woo! Slapped in his stupid face. No offense, Jeremy. I love you, man. Oh, that's so much fun. All right, we haven't gotten any more super chats, so that's going to be it for today's show, guys. It's been an awesome, awesome time hanging out with you guys. Thank you guys for the support. I will see you guys Friday for the live watch party. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. And until then, man, here we go, Steelers.